Hello everyone and happy Friday. It is Sam and I am here today to film a Friday Reads. It has been a few weeks since I have done one of these videos. The holidays, starting a new job, all that good stuff. I've just been really busy, so I'm finally here to rectify that. So let's dive into the books that I'm reading and the books that I hope to get to in the next week. So I haven't even finished a book yet this month. I started on January 1st, Robert Jordan's fourth book in the Wheel of Time series, which is The Shadow Rising, and I'm still reading it. But I'm almost done and I should be finishing it today. I have less than 100 pages left. I enjoyed it overall, but the first half of the book was definitely a slog for me. I find Rand to be a very annoying character and he featured more heavily in this book, and I just felt like the pacing was really slow the first half of this book, and so I was kind of struggling to get into it. But then once I got past that point, about the midway point, things started to pick up and got a little bit more exciting, particularly with Perrin's character, as well as with Nynaeve and Elaine. So things did start to pick up, and I have enjoyed the last half of this book. I feel like Robert Jordan's really good at getting you to pick up the next book in the series, but kind of making everything have an exciting conclusion. That's kind of the theme that I've noticed for the first 4 books that I have read so far. But yeah, his pacing is a little bit off. I feel like some of his stuff could have been edited down a little bit. I mean, I've had the same complaint with some of Robin Hobb's books, and I love Robin Hobb, but Assassin's Quest is a good example of this. Some of that could have been edited down. So I overall enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed a lot of the side stories with the characters that are going on, except for Rand, because I find him incredibly annoying. Also, I've never seen a character just so clueless. There's just stuff happening right in front of his face, and he's like, oh, that's weird. Why is that happening? I don't understand. It must be this. And I'm like, you are so far off base, it's not even funny. So, yes. I will be glad to finish it, though, because I want to move on to other books, and I think it'll be a little bit before I pick up book 5. I think I've heard book 5 is where the slog happens, and I have a feeling if I were to read another Wheel of Time right after this, I will end up in a reading slump. So I might not pick up book 5 until March or so, because I have other books I want to read, which I will get to now. So the book I'm picking up after I finish Dragon Reborn is The Amber Crown by J.C. Bedford. If you saw my most anticipated releases video, you will know this was one of the books I mentioned. It came out this month. I am just really excited to read it, and it's not too long, which I think will be a good change of pace after finishing The Dragon Reborn, and it just seemed really intriguing, and it seems like it might be humorous, so I'm intrigued to see if that will be the case. Then after I finish that one, I will be picking up Odin's Child by Siri Peterson. I had 12 people choose 12 books that I will read each month of this year, and this is the first one that I am picking up for January. This is an original fantasy story based on Norse history and mythology, so I'm very intrigued to read this because I haven't read a lot of Norse-inspired fantasy stories, and I've heard really, really good things about it, and I think this cover is just so cool, so I am excited to read it. So those are my reads coming up for this weekend and into next week. Aside from the rest of my plans, tomorrow we're supposed to have nice weather. We've actually been fairly nice weather this January so far in Oregon. It's been kind of dry. I'm kind of sad because I like the rain, and I also really want more snow. Hopefully we'll get some next month, but it's supposed to be nice this weekend, so I'll be hiking with John tomorrow a little bit, and then I am going to hopefully paint. As you know, I got into watercolor painting back in October, and I've really, really been loving it. I got a lot of watercolor supplies and things for Christmas, so I've really been enjoying using them and practicing and just kind of honing my very mediocre watercolor skills. I'm also working on a Lego kit. I'm not going to get off the box, but it is this guy right here. So I have been doing a bag a weekend. So I'm on bag 3. I think there's 5 altogether. So I am going to be continuing to build this. I've just been enjoying doing that and kind of taking it slowly. And then John and I started The Witcher season 2 this past week. So I imagine we will be watching a few episodes this weekend, which I am very much looking forward to because it is so good. I love this show so much. And it's funny because we just finished watching Wheel of Time. I wasn't the biggest fan. I wasn't the biggest fan of a lot of the changes they made. Some of them just didn't make sense to me. And overall, I just feel like the writing wasn't that great. And going from Wheel of Time to The Witcher, you can really see how the production value in my mind was kind of lacking in the show compared to The Witcher is just a better produced and written show and better acted show. So yeah. So yeah, it should be a nice, calm weekend filled with all of the simple, cozy things that make me happy. Also, I want to ask you guys if you have any video suggestions you would like to see from me, please let me know down in the comments. I have been struggling for some reason to come up with like content ideas. So if there's any types of videos you want to see me film, let me know down in the comments because I need some inspiration. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Until next time, happy reading. Bye.